Welcome, all fellow board gamers. Beastmen War Party here, presenting to you the Coming Hunters Board Game of the Month for March 2014.
A tile placement city building experience called Suburbia.
This 2013 Mensa Select winner, published by Bezier Games, was designed by Mr. Ted Alspach, who already has many game design under his belt, such as Mutant Meeple, Seismic, as well as many expansions for Age of Steam and remakes of the classic game Werewolf.
It will have you take control of a small cozy borough, and by increasing your income and managing a good reputation, have it flourish into a thriving metropolis.
But before we go any further, Beastman Phil, I think we'll have to take a look at what's inside the box.
Right behind you, Beastman Pete. Right behind you.
Included are 4 boards. 4 board. No. 4 boro. Comment tu dis ça? Boro.
1 real estate market board.
1 stack board.
1 supply board to house the money tokens. All the money tokens. There we go.
1 population board.
4 player aids.
Tokens representing goals.
Tokens representing buildings.
Tokens representing bigger buildings.
Tokens representing even bigger buildings. Oh my god.
Tokens representing basic infrastructures.
Tokens representing a part of a complete breakfast.
Some tracking tokens.
Investment markers.
And the starting player token. Not included are
A Super NES copy of SimCity.
a corrupted councilman.
Governmental funding.
Time to jump into the gameplay. To set up the playing area, you will put all 3 triangular boards in the middle with easy access to all players.
Take the 3 different tiers of infrastructures represented by the letter on the back and put them on the stack board. The amount of tiles is defined by the number of players.
The 1 more round tile, which will be inserted in pile C, will announce the end of the game.
Take the 3 basic infrastructures and put them on a real estate market board face up. The amount that you put is also dictated by the number of players. Draw the appropriate amount of gold tiles and place them on that board face up for everyone to see.
Once this is done, every player takes 2 goals and pick 1 to keep face down secret from the other players. Also, each player will take 1 of each basic tiles and place them as followed on your borough board.
Place your markers on the population and borough boards as directed by the arrows. Last but not least, fill the market with tiles from pile A. You are now ready to begin. Oh, and the money tokens.
Each turn consists of 4 phases. During phase 1, the player will either play 1 tile or play an investment marker.
To play a tile, you will have to pay the cost on the tile in addition to the cost modifier above it on the market board. On each tile, there will be 1 or more symbols. The circle represents an income modifier, the square is a reputation modifier, and the meeples a population boost. Those modifications are done as soon as the tile is played.
In the event that you don't have enough money to buy a tile, you can still play any one of them as a lake by only paying the modifier cost.
The tiles that you place in your borough must be next to a tile already placed. Most tiles will give you bonuses depending on what type of infrastructure is next to it. If you need to place a lake, they will give you 2 gold for each non-lake tile next to it.
After you placed your tile, phase 2 will have you collect or pay money depending on where your marker is on your income track. Phase 3 will have you increase or decrease your population based on your reputation. Attention, the inflation of your population may leave you with a good vibration and a sweet sensation. You do this by moving your marker on the population board.
Speaking of population board, as you move up the ladder, your city, just like my ex-girlfriend, will eventually cost more to maintain and its small town quality will decrease. This is represented by the red lines that will have you decrease your reputation and income by 1 each time you cross one.
The last phase consists of adjusting the real estate market. To do so, Slide the tiles on the market to the right so that they will fill the gap from the removed tile. You then draw a tile and place it at the leftmost edge of the board. You will first draw from stack A until it is depleted, continuing with stack B and so on.
If you took a tile from the basic infrastructures, you will be required to take any tile in the market, paying the modifier cost, and discarding it in the game box. What you choose to discard can be a strategic move if you don't want the others to have a specific piece. You then follow the previous steps in the same manner to refill the market.
This concludes your turn, and the next player will follow the same 4 phases.
After a while, you will have a prosper and shiny city to carry on your legacy. You can give your city a pleasant name, like Blueberry Vale or Moist Cove.
But we encourage you to give it a manly name like Machine Gun Settlement or Hulk Hogan's End.
The player with the highest population wins the game.
Don't forget that you can get your very own copy of Suburbia at 25% off for the whole month of March at the Comic Hunter, where heroes come to play.
Pay them a visit, and don't be afraid to ask the friendly staff for a great board game suggestion.
We are the Beastmen War Party, reminding you that the important thing is not to win, it's to have fun, and then win. Clap, 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 pop, pop.